Duh.
Before getting into the video, make sure to watch the character introduction video for better understanding and experience. Link is given in the description.
Tae. All went towards them. Hyung, what happened? I did this to him. Jimin said while choking on his sobs. I did this. Jun tries to pull Jimin away from Tae so that Hobi could check on him. No, don't touch him! Jimin yelled out as his eyes flashed red. Jiminy, you need to calm down, let Hobi check on Tae. Jimin kept on hugging Tae close to him. Hyung, please don't cry, calm down for us, Hyung. Jimin's eyes turned back to normal as his grip on Tae loosened. Jun slowly pulls Jimin up, who went limp on his hold, looking at Tae with sad eyes. Jun immediately pulls him into a comforting hug, avoiding him from looking at Tae. Jimin starts to sob in his chest, soaking his shirt, which he didn't mind as he hugs Jimin back while rubbing his back in a comforting manner. At the same time, Hobi takes Tae's head onto his lap and keeps his hand on Tae's forehead while closing his eyes. He is okay, but his blood count is low. Why isn't he waking up? His body seems to be regenerating blood. It shouldn't take him more than 30 minutes to wake up by looking at his condition. How in the world does his blood regenerates in just 30 minutes? It's the game, Hyung. I think it's his self-healing mechanism or something. Why does Hyung need to heal himself, and where did his blood go? Kook was suspicious as he takes a look at Tae's wrist. Hyung, he lost a life. Oh, poor T-Bear. Now he got only one left. Yoongs is right, now both you should be careful with each step you take. Like he said, obey your Hyungs and don't try anything stupid. Right, we will just gonna pretend there isn't a horribly dead Myron lying right in front of us and won't question it. Father Min was done with humanity. Hyung, let's take some time off here. Just like we planned. It's already noon, so it's time for a break. We can stay here till evening, and before that Tae and Jimin would be fine. Right. Then Kook, please take Tae with you and Jun.
Shh.
Jun hugs and holds on a sleeping Jimin as he signals them not to wake him up. He looks exhausted. They must have walked here without sleep. Jun slowly picks Jimin up. God, he is light as feather now. I understand how Kook could carry him around easily. Hyung, give some credits to my muscles too. Kook, get Tae up, we'll find a place to stay. Jun, wait. Hobi went to Jun as he covered Jimin's face and body totally with a cloth he wore. His weakness is sunlight. Remember, he doesn't have the Lie Stone with him. Jun nods. At the same time, Kook picks up Tae. I don't which God is listening to me right now, but please help us out. Let us find a good spot to rest for now. Jun prayed in his mind when he saw how exhausted everyone looked at the moment.
Eventually.
5 minutes later. Hyung, you hear that? Hear what? Water. Running water. Where do you hear it? Kook, take us there. Jungkook went forward. There was a big bush in front of them, totally hiding what was after behind it. Hobi went forward and moved the bushes, and the scene in front of them made everyone speechless. Whoa. I'm the only one seeing the cave behind the falls. I feel like we can go in there. They started walking around the edge of the water carefully. Jun and Kook were even more careful since they had the 95 liners in their hands respectively. And they finally reached the spot. Finally away from those disgusting creatures. I feel safe here. I guess that's me too. Jun slowly laid Jimin the rock knot before Hobie removed the large outer cloak that Jimin wore as he used it as a blanket to cover the sleeping vampire. Hope he gets a good sleep. All turned to look at what Kook did with Tae only to crack a smile when they saw Jungkook sitting with his back facing the rock behind him while he had Tae in his lap as he hugged him tight. Jungkook fell asleep with his chin resting on Tae's head while Tae's head rested on his chest. Oh, they are so cute, what the hell. I suddenly remembered, Jin, you need to sleep. But know your weakness is insomnia and we aren't taking any risks, so you better lay down and close your beautiful eyes and sleep. And what if I refuse? Well, then I aren't babysitting the Magnets for a whole year. You don't get to decide that, it's me who decides if you are or aren't. Jin. I love you. I love you so much. And that's why I'm doing this. Jun shoved something onto Jin's face, making Jin smell the substance, as in seconds he fainted. What the heck, dude? Relax, it's marijuana. He wake up in a few minutes. Isn't that a drug? So is anesthesia. But this is more natural. Marijuana can cause quite profound lowering of blood pressure, and cause users to faint as not enough blood gets to the brain. But it's not fatal. He'll be up in less than in a few hours. Wow, you sure are the boyfriend of the year. Drugging your boyfriend just so he could get some sleep. Wait. Where did you get this from? On our way I saw this and I knew Jin would resist if I told him to sleep. Speaking of sleep. Goodbye Hoseo, my good pal. I too need a bit of it. Jun sat near to a rock with Jin's head resting on his thighs while he closed his eyes. In seconds exhaustion took over him as he slept with Jin laying next to him. Hobie looks at Father Min as he sighs, before going near him. Hobie slowly removes the tape from Father Min's mouth. Holy Lord, that was painful. Hobie hugs Father Min. Hobie sighs, being half exhausted and half worried about everyone. Father Min didn't say anything as he pats Hoseok's back in a comforting way. I could really use a kiss now, but none of my boyfriends look like they are in the right condition, so instead I'll just sleep, Hobie thought before he relaxed on Father Min's embrace. Understanding the situation, Father Minutes kneeled down and gently laid Hobie down. And because of his exhaustion he failed to notice Father Minutes change back into his real self. A few hours later, Jun was the first to wake up again as he looks around him to find everyone sleeping. He gently made Jin lay down before he stood up. I need to get them some food. Jun took a step ahead, not noticing Jin's tiny palm. Oops. Jun kept his hand on Jin's mouth, preventing him from screaming. Jin pushed away Jun's hand. You stupid big sexy koala, look what you did to my beautiful hand. It hurts. I'm sorry baby, I really am. Since they don't have a first aid kit with them anymore, Jun can't do anything about Jin's bruised knuckles in which he stepped on. Sorry my love, I really am. Let me wake Hobie up, heal. No, let him sleep. I'm fine, but tell me one thing. Jun gulped. Why? I just wanted you to sleep, and since you refused I had to do it, and you know you may lose a life if you didn't sleep, so you should sleep. What are you talking about? You don't remember? Nothing. I would have killed you now if my brothers aren't sleeping so peacefully around us. Jun sighs in relief. Now tell me, where were you going? To find some food, since everything we had was thrown away by the guards. All because of that olive oil idiot. Jun scoffed, being irritated thinking of all the food that went to waste because of what happened early morning. I'll join you, let's go find something for us and for them. June nods as they both tiptoes away from the cave as they go outside to where they came from. Jin, I think I saw a glimpse of a banana leaf on our way here, we can check there first. Okay, but if there is no bananas and I find a group of baboons there, mark my words, I'm leaving you with them. Baby, I really didn't mean to drug you like that, it's just what? Babe, I am so blessed to have such an amazing, beautiful and handsome boyfriend like you. You are the best. Jin just looks at him and goes, I know. Jun said as he continued walking to the direction June pointed out. I love you. Jun stopped as he turned to look at June. I know. Jin turned and continued his walk as June smiles, knowing Jin wasn't even mad in the first place, as he just wanted to hear the 3 magic words. Jinny, wait for me, June said out loud, before running behind Jin. 5 minutes later. Jin yelled out when he saw approximately 25 feet long large python hanging in the trees. June, they can survive without food for a week, but without me you all won't survive a day, so take me back. I aren't getting eaten by a goddamn anaconda in a freaking game. Even if I don't die permanently from this, I don't want to experience it. Take me back. Jin, relax. It's just a Burmese python. And it doesn't look like it's in the mood to attack, besides looking at the shape of its body and how ignorant it is behaving towards us, I'm sure it shut it with the zoology class. We got stuck in Jumanji, not in the movie Anaconda. This is a collaboration. And I don't want to be anywhere near this thing, take me back. The reason why Jin is yelling at June to take him back instead of running away on his own is behind he currently hugging June tightly as his legs were wrapped around June's waist. He jumped on June the moment he saw the python, or anaconda if you ask him. Again, it's just a python, but just a python. Is this a joke to you? Fine, no banana then. June turns back to head back with Jin in his arms, but then, wait. June, look. Jin pointed at the huge eggs which were poking out of the soil due to the yesterday's rain. Are they eggs? Yes, they are. Now let's go. What do you mean let's go? We just found some fine ass eggs and you show no interest in it. Jin, I know what you are thinking, but no, they are. I crave for eggs now. I think I'm pregnant, June, so be a good husband and get me that eggs. Please. Jin, they are python eggs and the mother of the eggs is right in front of you. What? Never mind, I have read in a survival video that snake eggs are edible as long as you cook it correctly. Your hunger is making you go crazy. Jin, are you listening to yourself? That's python eggs and the mother is hanging right in front of us. If she wants, she could kill us on spot. Do you wish to die, Jin? For you and my babies I would. They need energy and this is the best option. But the bananas. Fuck the bananas, focus on the eggs. That sounded weirdly inappropriate, but I'll pretend I didn't hear it. So Jin, no. Jin jumped down from June's hip. Jin, every action has a equal and opposite reaction. Quick, give me your jacket. Jin. The jacket. June sighs as he removed his jacket and gave it to Jin. Jin made the jacket kind of into a bag as he tiptoes towards the spot where the eggs are. Jin, if you lost your life for this, it would be so stupid. Let's just go back. The small things we do can bring us great trouble. I don't care. I want the eggs. Jin slowly took eggs one by one as he kept them in the jacket, all while keeping his eyes on the python which had its eyes closed. Must have had a good meal to sleep like. June gulped when he saw how big the bulge on the python's stomach was. Jin had literally ate something 5 times bigger than you. Just come on, let's go, that's enough. Wait, let me take some more. There was 40 eggs in that Jin had taken 15 of them. Okay, now let's go. Jin moved forward, but he didn't notice that one of the egg had fallen down from the jacket as it was right in front of him, and by accident he stamped on it. Oh shit. The python opened its eyes when it smelled eggs in the air from its tongue, and when he heard something crack from where it had buried its eggs as it caught Jin standing there with its eggs, red-handed. It actually knew they were here, but in this game no animal, bird nor reptile would attack anyone unless it is being provoked. But if it's the Myrans, that's a different question. The python got onto position ready to launch on him and swallow in whole for daring to steal her children. While Jin, who panicked seeing the python getting ready to attack him, fell back as he landed on his butt, and in that process 2 more eggs fell down and broke. The python launched towards him in full speed. Juna. Jin closed his eyes, ready to experience how it would feel to be swallowed by a python. But then, he felt nothing. There was a moment of silence. Jin slowly opened his eyes as he saw the python laying in front of him motionless. What did I do? No, why did I do it, poor python? Jun came forward towards the python, but Jin stood in front of him. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know how I did it, but I hurt this innocent being. Let me check it. Check what? If it's strong enough to crush me like a biscuit and swallow me whole, let's get out of here for God's sake. It aren't Aurora for you to kiss and wake it up. But it's her. Wait, it's still breathing. The python slowly started regaining its consciousness. That's fucking it. Go marry that gained worm and be the father of its eggs. I'm outta here. Jin said before going, pretending to go. He wasn't sure where he was going, but he just wanted to get away from the large reptile. Jun immediately followed him when he realized staying back with the python for now was no good. But Jin and Jumanji pythons have high-smelling scents. It could find us. Jin left for real as Jun hurried to keep up with him. Jin, stop. Jin did. They were standing in front of a bunch of banana trees that had ripe bananas in it. So you were right. There was bananas in here. Jin said as he looked at Jun, who was glaring at him. We could have just came here and got a bunch then leave, but no, you wanted to experience playing thief and police with a freaking python and steals its eggs, which contains innocent little pythons in it. Jun, you seriously sound like you are the father of these. Jin gestured at the eggs he was holding. How come you never listened to me, Jin? You could have died just to get these eggs. You know how painful it is to die by a python, and that to a python in here. Jun. No, I'm mad, don't tall. I love you. Get a stalk of good bananas and let's go. Jin said before walking forward, leaving a frozen Jun behind. Jin stopped on his track when he heard something fall loudly. He turned only to find Jun standing there with a whole banana tree in his hand, which had a stalk of ripe bananas. For Lord's sake, Jun, not the whole tree. Oops. Kim lunatic nam Jun I swear. Meanwhile, with the rest of BTS, Jimin groaned before waking up. When Tae. Jimin jerked up as he looks around him. Tae. A hand was pressed against his mouth. Jimin, he is okay now. He just needs rest. Relax. Hobie said, now hugging Jimin from behind as Jimin was looking at Tae, who was sleeping peacefully sitting in Jungkook's lap. Let's get you some air. Hobie slowly stood up with Jimin, as they walked further into the cave, unaware of the surrounding as they were too focused with their own thoughts. Hyung-hee. It's okay, Manny, let it all out. And Jimin did. He poured out everything that happened and that was in his mind. Hobie just hugged him as Jimin sobbed in his chest. Why did he jump in front of me, Hyung? Why did he do it? I could have just drank that stupid bird's blood, but now I drank his blood and that caused him to his own life. Now he only has one life left. A doubt poked Hobie's mind, but he decided to keep it by himself, or at least not ask Jimin about it now. Mina, calm down. Tae must have had a reason to do it. Even if he had, nothing is more important than himself. Hobie just lets Jimin hug him while his mind was deep in a thought. I killed him. Jimin, all look at me, look at me. Jimin breaks the hug and looks at him. Were you in your full consciousness when this happened? Jimin shakes his head as no tears still flowing down his cheeks. Did you want to do it? Jimin repeated his action. Did you know you were gonna do it? No. Jimin barely whispers. Then let it go, Jimin. Ah. It wasn't you. You would be the last person who could even think of hurting Tae. Just let it go. If Jin Hyung was here, he would have made a lyric pun for this. True though. Both chuckles as Hobie slowly wipes away Jimin's tears as he cups his face. It's gonna be okay. Hobie smiles as Jimin smiles back him weakly. They slowly moved closer. And when their lips were about to touch, you both are awake. Both moved away. For Hobie, he just didn't want to kiss in front of someone who is not his real Yoons but who he thought was an unknown character, and that to a church father. But for Jimin, he was totally confused on why Hobie suddenly moved away from him when it was just Yoongi who came there. Did you guys fight? Why is you dressed like this, Yoongi Hyung? And what kind dress were you wearing back then, Hyung? It made you look like a priest. Hobie's ears shot up on that as he looks at Yoongi from top to bottom. OMG, you are back. When did I ever leave to be back? Hobie ran and hugs him tightly.
So I am confusion.
Firstly, what's happening here? Secondly, I need Yoongi hugs too. Yoon opened his arms wide as Jimin joined in the hug. They three were hugging Ekother so tightly and was getting lost in Ekother's presence. I missed you both so much. We missed you more. Yeah, don't try to argue on that. We missed you more. They finally broke the hug. What were you talking about before, Hyung? Yoon's changed again. That was another one of his character. He was Father Min. I forgot his full name, but Father Min is fine. I think this character was from the Run BTS episode we did on the start. Jimin mouth formed a O shape when he understood the situation. But what triggered this character to come out? I think it was because I wanted to helpful at the same time not hurt you guys. In that case, Yoongi could have been out. I liked how he was softer than cotton. Literally sweeter than honey. Gaiman live with Yoongi. Oh really? You lost interest in me now? Fine, I'll go find another fairy around here and make him my boyfie. I'll keep Jimin for myself though. You broke my heart, Hoseaki. Yoongi said while holding his chest and faking it as if he was in pain, which made Jimin giggle and Hobie to roll his eyes. Yeah, I dare you. Find someone other than me, I'll show you what I can do. Hobie's eyes darkened, which made Suga smirk. Oh really, what will you do? Yoongi provoked Hobie as they stood inches away from Ekother. Dang daddies, getting possessive. It's getting hot. I need water, I'm melting. Both anything could happen. They both moved back when they heard a sound of something falling, to Jimin's disappointment. I hate this game with my whole heart. It's impressive that you guys found this place. That made both Hobie and Jimin confused, but that's when they turned around to look at the surrounding. The view in front of them made them speechless. Wow. This is so beautiful. Hobie literally became a statue. I think everyone can stay here till evening. After that we can start moving. We need food first. Everyone need it if we want to continue. I say we search for food once June and Jin Hyung come back, cause June said he got a peek of banana leaf when we were coming here, so. But we need fire if we are staying here till evening, cause this place is cool as duck. Jimin and Hobie both looks at Ekother before looking straight at Yoongi. What? I can make fire only if there is something to burn. I can't burn myself or something. Jimin and Hobie started to gather the dry branches and leaves which had fallen in through the big holes from the large trees near it. And the holes we are talking about, here are 60 meters above them. 2 minutes later. Hyung, you ready? Always. Yoongi just snapped his fingers as the fire appeared on the mixture, making it burn. Now let's go back and see if Namjin are back yet. Why do I get a weird feeling about Daekook? I bet $100 that they are having their lips glued to each other. Like you see in the chessy romantic movies. I don't think that's happening, but it's not impossible, so I change my mind. I bet $200 that they are kissing. And remember, a kiss is what involves tongue. Tae would never, at least not yet. But by calculating the thing that happened before and the fact that they met in this circumstance, I bet $1,000 that one or both would have a hickey. Hobie and Jimin look at each other out of words. I don't think that's happening. Why? Don't you wanna bet? Afraid that you'll lose Park. What about you, Young? Afraid you'll get bankrupt. Hyung, according to Google, I'm the richest member of the group. Well, I don't agree on that. Fine then, $10,000 bet my innocent babies are just sleeping. Wrong move, Hyung. I bet 10,000 that they are just giving each other a deep kiss and nothing else. Fine. I don't change my mind, I stay with my $1,000 that they are giving each other hickeys. We'll see, Mr. Min. We'll do, Mr. Young. I got an roleplay idea from this. Can we do a CEOs and secretary? Later, baby, once we get out of here. Now let's go and find out who wins the bet. Definitely me. In your dreams, Mr. Min, please wake up. Not all dreams are fake, Mr. Park. We'll see. We'll see. They were about to go back when Jimin stopped. Yoongi took out a thread which had the light stone tied on it. He tied that as a necklace on Jimin. Welcome back, our baby vampire. Wow, Hyung, you remembered. I never forget, remember. Yoongi gave a charming smile at them. The trio went back to where they left Taekook. The moment they saw the scene in front of them, I win. Just as Yoonmin Sok left, Jungkook woke up from his little nap. Hyung. Jungkook's first reaction was to hug Tae closer to him protectively as he looks around him to find his other Hyungs. They must have gone out to explore. Kook thought before he felt a movement from the man in his lap. Hyung, are you awake? Seeing no response from Taekook decided to use it as an advantage to admire him in his sleep. Is it creepy? No. Why? Cause it's Jungkook with his heart eyes we are talking about here. Jungkook was looking at Tae like this was his first time seeing him up close, even though he has been in this same position a million times before. You're so pretty, Hyung. Jungkook tugs Tae's messy bangs behind his ears. You are like a dream, Hyung. Perfect? In every way possible. Just perfect. Jungkook was lost in Tae's beauty. Will you forgive this dumb idiot, Hyunji? You can punish me, Hyung. You can scold me. Slap me. Punch me. Even kill me for it, but just please don't ignore me, Hyung. It hurts. It so fucking hurts. I can't take it, Hyung. I aren't strong by heart when it comes to you. I don't know how to accept or return love, Hyung. I'm weak at it. Will you teach me, Hyung? Show me how to do it? Jungkook looks at Tae's closed eyes with tears streaming down his cheeks as he held Tae's cheek with his both palms. I'm sorry, Hyung. I won't do it again. I won't hurt you again. I won't be the reason for your tears, Hyung. I will be with you forever, Hyung. And if you don't want me anymore one day, I'll leave, Hyung. I will do anything if that would make you happy. I won't show you my fact. Suddenly he was pinned to the ground with his hands above his head. So you want to leave me, huh? Hyung, what? Jungkook froze when he saw the totally black eyes which had no white in it. Hyung, what? Shh. I don't like it when other question me. I answer no one. Got it, bunny? City's lips ghosted over Jungkook's as Jungkook whimpered a little when the grip on his wrist tightened.
What am I doing with my life?
The author was having an existential crisis, but Taekook were in their own world. Sati lowers his head near Kook's neck as he inhales his natural scent. You will leave me, huh? Sati bites on Kook's neck harshly, earning a yelp from Jungkook, but then he kept silent. Answer me. Sati growled lowly, which made Kook immediately answer. If that you would make you happy. So you'll do anything if that makes me happy, huh? City sucks a spot on Jungkook's neck, making JK hold himself from making any noise. I will. Jungkook said confidently, suppressing back his whimpers when he felt City tightening his grip even hard, and the way City's voice made him tremble. Then give yourself to me.
What did he say?
What?
You dirty souls, it's not what you think it is.
Give your soul to me. Won't you give it to me? Won't you give it to your Tae? City looks right into Jungkook's eyes as slowly Jungkook's eyes too turns totally white. Give yourself to me. I need your soul. Note, this is City taking total control over Tae's body. But before, City was partially in control at the palace with Jimin. And City isn't a human, tiger, nor a god. He is the son of Satan, prince of hell. He is also a devil, a supreme spirit of evil like Lucifer. And all a evil spirit can cause is misery, agony, distress, grief, sadness, sorrow, unhappiness, and irreplaceable losses.
I swear I also thought this was a romantic episode, but wow. Don't think of Tay wrong, this is City who is doing all this. This is an interaction between a devil and its target. Hope you understand. And now mama, I'm in need of warm hugs, I'm scared. Let me get some hobi water and namjas for protection. Yeah, we'll continue now.
Anything for you, Hyung. Anything. City nears his face. Anything for you. Any. City started sucking out Kook's last life.
You know, like the one in Annabelle Comes Home. You don't know? Never mind, this is how he does it. Now we'll continue.
I love you. And that's all he took to save his last life. In a flash, City disappeared and Tae appeared instead of him. Koo. Jungkook didn't respond as he fainted due to City's actions. Koo, it's me, Tae. Please open your eyes, Cookie. Still no response from Jungkook. Cool, look at me now. I am here, Koo. Cookie, open your eyes. Jungkook's eyes slowly turns back to normal. Hyun. And that's when it happened. Tae kissed Jungkook. It was a move that even Tae himself didn't knew he would commit, but it happened as he listened to his heart.
Well, the thing here is City is a total badass. No doubt in that. But that doesn't mean he isn't the son of Satan. Tae knows Jungkook and his Hyungs, but City doesn't, since Tae hasn't given him and teacher access to his memories. Unlike Yoongi, whose character is Lucifer, a pure devil. His character stays in control because Yoongi has a good control over his character, but Tae's character City is trying to overpower him and make him stay here forever. And if City gets Tae's body permanently, he won't let Tae leave Jumanji even if the curse breaks, and this is why City's presence should be avoided at all costs, because a devil never has good motives. Now back to the story.
It only took seconds before Kook kissed back. Both shared a passionate kiss which only radiated love. After a few minutes they broke the kiss as they looked at each other's eyes, getting lost in it. Are you okay, Hyung? Kook whispers as Tae nods. You? Kook nods. Why did you do it? Do what? You gave me your life in the carriage, didn't you? And now you want to give me your second one too. Why are you like this, Kook? I would give you anything if that would make you happy. So you dying will make me happy, you say? No, I just didn't want to see you die in front of me, Hyung. I wanted you to live. So you'll die if I asked you to. As much as I love myself, I love and admire you more than anything in this world. Without you life won't feel real, Hyung. You are like the light for my darkness. So, yeah, I would. Are you saying this just so I would forgive you and give you a chance? Then how do you want me to prove it? Well, show me you really mean it. And by show me I didn't mean to sacrifice you last 2 lives. Kook sighed nervously on that. Why are you? Show me your wrist. Tae demanded. Side note, they are still on the ground with Tae on top. Hyung, it's. Tae pulled up Jungkook's wrist to find only one line tattooed on it. How? Hyung, don't scold me. I asked you how? Yoongi, hi. Hyung was dying so. I gave him my second life. Kook looks away from Tae's cold gaze. I would have appreciated you if you had given him that life when it was really needed, but the look I see in your eyes says something else. Hyung. Next time you do something like this, remember you will be facing me after that. Tae's face was inches away from Kook's. Suddenly Kook cupped his cheeks and pulled him into another kiss. And this time it was a kiss.
오빠와 키스의 차이점 무엇이라고 생각할까요?
I will. That startled both of them as they broke the kiss and turned towards the direction they heard Yoongi's voice, only to find Jimin and Hobi literally suffocating Yoongi as it looked like they shut him up before he could yell anything more. A 1-2 look, they were kissed. At the same time Namjin entered. Why are you suffocating Yoongi without me? Why do you have banana tree Jun Hyung? What were you gonna win Jimin? Why did you guys leave without informing us? Why is Yoongi Hyung looking like he won lottery? And why the fuck are you on top of Jungkook Tae? Hyung wanted to teach me a new type of stretching. Stretching, huh? Isn't it JK's job to do? Unless you're switching, I don't judge. If you need any advice, contact chimchimpeaches.com. Any URL always welcomed, if you are in mood for a fivesome.
The lights down, baby. Dim the lights. In and out. We can double your heart rate.
Wow, it feels good to be back. Firstly, Tae dear got off from him. Secondly, Park freaking Jimin shoved the unholiness out of you. No can do Hyung. I was born with it and will die with it. I won. Send the 20,000 to my bank account. What did you won? They were kissing. Yoongi signed them to look at Jungkook as they saw two hickeys there. How did I guess it wrong? Hyung, you knew you would win, so you provoked us to bet the amount high.
This is business!
I don't do sentiments or emotions in it. The rest of them looked at them weirdly and confused. I swear they are discussing about something unholy. Glad you understood, Hyung. I just $10,000 because of two horny ducklings. Juuna push him under the falls, let him quench his thirst there.
Stop it. Get some help.
This feel like deja vu, right? Jun said while shaking his head, being done as Jimin went to tie when he stood up. I was worried about you. But look at you making out. Shh, don't embarrass me, Minnie. You guys know I got sharp ears, right? Yeah, I missed you too, idiot. I didn't miss you, Jimin. Jungkook hugs Jimin. I really didn't miss you. Well, the troublesome trinity is back. Juno, keep an eye on your kids from now on. If they trouble you, just use that leaf you used on me. Just seconds ago they were your butt, now they are back to being mine. Of course not, they are our kids. Yeah, I believe it. Fellas, get up, we got you some bananas and pit. EGGS. Yeah, eggs, we got you eggs. Perfectly normal eggs. Wow, Hyung, you are a lifesaver. I know, right? Jun looks at him with a no look on his face. They are eagle eggs. Yeah, eagle eggs. Jun got them by climbing up a tall tree. But aren't eagles supposed to live in mountains? And I'm sure eagles don't lay 20 eggs at once. All looks at Jin waiting for his answer. They are turkey eggs, okay. Jun kinda broke some of their necks and he didn't wanted you guys to know about it, so we made up the story. There were a group of turkeys living together, so we kinda distracted them and stole their eggs. All still looked suspicious. Jun, tell them the things I do for you. Jun thought before saying, yeah, we did. I didn't mean to hurt them, but you know it happened. This isn't even surprising since it was you, Hyung. Thanks, Jimin, I really appreciate your choice of words. Well, we wanted to show you all something, come with us. Not before. Someone holds this for me, this shits are heavy as fuck. Jungkook holds the jacket which was used as a bag to carry eggs. They all followed J-Hope. And they had the same reaction as them when they walked in. How? Wow. Look, we even made fire. Such a coincidence. Now we can cook the eggs. This is amazing. All were busy looking around them as Jun and Kook kept the things they were holding near the bonfire. Actually, I wanted to call a group. I want us to discuss about something. All stopped whatever they were doing or was thinking in their minds as they focused on Hobie. Go on, Hobe. We need to discuss about the lives we got left. I got all 3 left. I got 2 left. 2 here too. What? Hyung, how did you both lose it? I'll summarize everything that happened after you got kidnapped. First, it was Jungkook who gave his first life to Tae when you were kidnapped. Second, it was Yoongi who gave his first life to Hobie as Hobie teleported us and almost lost his second life in that process. Third, it was again Savior Jungkook who sacrificed his second life for Yoongi as Yoongi almost lost his second life when he drowned in the river. Fifth, it was June who lost his first life when he accidentally touched fire. So that means, Kook, how many you got left? 1. Don't give me that look. You are a very selfless person, right? So you would literally give everyone your lives. Don't even look at me like that. Jungkook looks down as Jin scolds him. Hyung, don't scold him. Look, poor Kook is sulking. He better be. And don't forget the promise you made to Yoongs. Kook nods slowly. You better not. Hoba, how many do you have? 2. Yeah, 2. I got 2 left. Yeah, 2. You said that 4 times, but anyways. Kook got 1. I got 3. Rest of you got 2. So Jimin, how much do you have left? I think I got 2. 3. Jimin yelled out when he saw his wrist. How come I have 3? I had already lost 1 because of that garlic. So my suspicions were right. All looks at Hobie focused. When he sucked Tae's blood, he sucked out 1 of his life too. What? Jimin quickly pulls up Tae's sleeve from his wrist only to gasp audibly when he found only 1 line. So I not only killed you but also stole your life. Jimin's eyes were getting teary again. No Minnie, it was my decision to do it, not you. All looked stay confused when Jimin was more confused than everyone. That birds aren't the creatures of this world. Jipe used his powers to bring creatures from hell to work under him to control this world. If you fed on their blood it would kill you. Their blood is like cyanide. Teacher, my character, told me this and I too agreed to do it, Minnie. You can't survive without blood for long. Tae. Jimin hugs Tae. What did I do to deserve you? I should be the one asking that. You almost got killed while saving me. I heard what you did to save me back with Selena and Caladrius. Jimin and Tae just hugs each other tightly. Juuna, get me tissues. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm so proud of my babies. Now they are back to being your babies. June thought but didn't say anything as he just gives Jin his kerchief to the right since Jin was crying, seeing V-Men crying. June heard someone crying in his left. He looks there to find Yoongi holding back his tears. Hyung, you are crying. No, I'm not. Oh, Hyunji needs a hug now. Hobie hugs Yoongi, who grumbled and acted like he didn't like the hug but held Hobie close to him. June smiled softly at that.
Eventually.
5 minutes later. The eggs were getting cooked from the fire.
And please don't ask me how. Maybe watching Man vs. Wild growing up helped me to write scenes like this.
Some of the bananas were bitten by squirrels and some were half-ripe, so Hobie was trying to separate them from the good ones. You had one job, June. One job. Jin thought when he saw Hobie separating the good ones from the bad ones. Hyung, I'm hungry. Jimin and Tae volunteered to bring water as June volunteered to watch over, so Jin let them go, but then Jimin and Tae insisted Yoongi also to join them when they saw him getting ready to sleep in between some huge rocks. They literally dragged him out with them as June chuckled going behind them. Inside the cave, Jungkook and trying to clean up the area they were sitting as Hobie did his job with the bananas. Jin was looking after the eggs. Where the fuck did they go? Are they creating water or bringing it? How will you create water? Pray to the clouds for it or something. I don't know, asked June. Just because he watches Discovery Channel doesn't mean he knows everything about this universe. But he does, Hyung. Finally. Only one bottle was with them as they got water in it, but along with that they had coconuts. Where did you find these? Well, all the credits goes to Juni Hyung. He was the one who found them. So Hyung, all of the sudden stopped walking with us and was looking down at something. He was looking at poop. What the? I mean deer poop. He refused to move as he just stared at it. We wanted to abandon him, find a new dad for us the moment we saw him touching it. I did it to check its temperature. If it was still warm, that means the animal couldn't have gone far. You both could have asked me why instead of screaming like a fox and squealing like a raccoon. Only Yoongi Hyung believed in me as he kept quiet all along. Nah, he was just too stunned to speak. Yoongi Hyung lost all his will to live the moment he saw you do it. Can I get a say in this? No. Anyways, back to the story. He suddenly said there are pears nearby. Don't tell me June found it by touching deer poop. There is more to that. When we went to the place where Hyung took us, all we found were cactus. We were a bit mad at Hyunji about walking us all the way there. But it was worth it. Cause when we looked behind the big cacti we found these coconut trees. Many coconut were on the ground, so we just picked the ones which had water in them. I don't know if I should be happy about the coconuts or start crying cause we got it, all thanks to a freaking deer pooping. 30 minutes later. All done. They now had roasted python turkey eggs, coconut water and copra, the white part in the coconut, some blueberries and strawberries, bananas and a bottle of water. These eggs are so good. We need to start using turkey eggs instead of chicken eggs. Yeah Hyung, can we do that? June was ready to throw up when he saw the egg being eaten by everyone. Sure kids, whatever you wish for. Jin gave them a tight smile while June was having a mental crisis. You are the best Hyung. Only if you knew the truth. June thought, but Jin could guess it by his face reaction. Jungkook, your rapman Hyung there is having trouble eating the eggs, would you mind feeding him some? Of course I will give him some. Jungkook quickly held an egg in front of June's mouth, who looked at Jin in betrayal. I think being a vegetarian is the best. Come on Hyung, have them. They are just turkey eggs, not crocodile or snake eggs. Both Jin and June visibly tensed as they gulped, and seeing their nervous face Jungkook got suspicious. Why? June took the egg in his mouth in one go. How delicious. June said, being mouthful. All looked at June weird when they saw tears in his eyes. You okay June? Why won't I be? Cause you are crying Hyung. Oh, these are happy tears. I love you guys so much. But Jin knew why the tears were flowing down. Sorry Juni, just coconut water and berries won't be enough to keep you strong. Jin thought as he felt a little guilty seeing the tears. Oh Hyunji. The Magns attacked June with a bone-crushing hug. Yoongs, why aren't you having the eggs? Yes Hyung, why are you not having them? That happens when you know things others don't. He said, looking right into Jin's eyes, more like into his eyes. Jin gulps as he looks at June in a accusing way. You and your big mouth. Jin thought. Let's just eat guys, stop talking.
Later.
30 minutes later. Those eggs were surprisingly good. Turkey eggs are my new favorites. Tay, please stop. June felt like throwing up again when he remembered the 5 eggs he ate. I feel like throwing up, and talking about food isn't helping. Yoongi was still giving Jin a knowing look, which Jin avoided at all cost. Moving on. Let's check the map now, shall we? All nods as Jin took out the map, but then he gasped loudly. No way. Hyun, what happened? How are we close to our destination? Last time I checked we were like 2 kilometers away from the forest where Layla is at, but now what Hyun? We are halfway into the forest and are so close to Layla.
What?
We are getting out of here soon. The curse is gonna get broken, yeah. I'll meet my Danny soon. Calm down chipmunks. Jin Hyung, are you sure? But there is no sign of this cave in this map. What, how can that be? If we are near to Layla, then the cave must have also been in the map? What if there was no cave in the first place? All looks at Yoongi surprised. What if the falls and the cave is just an illusion, just to confuse whoever tries to near Layla? There was a moment of silence. That is possible. In that case, how are we gonna find our way to Layla? Can you hear that? Jungkook said, all of a sudden making all look at him. Hear what, Kook? Someone sang. A woman. She was calling out someone. Must be Layla. Jungkook listened carefully. Do you song it again? Jungkook closed his eyes as he concentrated. No, I don't hear it anymore. I do. All now looks at Jimin. I can hear it. She's calling out Me? Of course you. We aren't her son in this game. Besides, it's you who has a big responsibility on your shoulder. Remember, only you can find her and get the stone to her. I know, but why me? Thought I won't be able to do this. I don't know how to do anything in here. Who said you are doing it alone? We all promised to be with Ecother till the end of time. And you expect us to let you do this alone? I'm sorry, Hyungs and Cookie. It's a lot. I don't think I am worthy of this char. Kentang, I dare you to finish that sentence. I didn't raise you to think low of yourself like that, Hyung. Wow, Hyung called you by your full name. You messed up big time, baby bear.
Hyung.
Geez, why are you guys screaming? My eardrums are gonna explode by this echoes. She is singing again. She says she is dying and wants her son with her. What do you mean by with her, Hyung? There is something I need to tell all of you. I hid it from you guys, but I can't anymore. Jimin looks at Tae. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. Spill it, Minnie, I'm getting a cardiac arrest. Before Tae woke up. Before I left to meet Galadrius. Celine told me something. Jimin hesitated when he looks at everyone. We know if we failed to return the Heartstone to Layla before she dies, City will take total control over Tae and we all will be stuck here forever, but there is also another thing. Sati taking over Tae will only happen if Tae lets it to happen, but if he doesn't, our Tae dies forever the moment Layla dies. Gasps left everyone's mouth. No, this can't happen. We can't let that happen. Just because some dumb woman died doesn't mean she can kill Artung too. It was silent for a moment when I'm gonna die. Tae had tears streaming down his face. Hobie instantly hugged him, followed by Jun, who back hugged him. No, you are not. You are stuck with us forever. No matter if it's the real world or game world. You are stuck with us. You got that? One by one all joins the hug except for Jimin. I even stole his second life. I'm a horrible friend. Jimin thought, but then he heard Layla sing again, but this time he could find out which direction she was singing. Jimin looks at that direction, which is inside the cave. No way. Jimin thought before he looks at everyone hugging Tae and then looks at the dark side of the cave. For Tae. He mumbled before slowly walking away into the darkness, away from everyone. Unknown of his disappearance. We won't let it happen, Tae. The curse will be broken. That will be done by us. And that too, we do it together. None of us would get left behind. Tae nods slowly. Cheer up, Hyung. We are here. We do this together. The kid is right. We started this together, we end it together too. Tae nods slowly, wiping away his tears which were still coming out of his eyes. The thought of not seeing you all again and getting stuck in eternal darkness scares me the most. But I'm okay. Thinking positive gives positive results most of the time. So I'll stop being a crybaby now. I'm sorry, Jimin, you had to keep this with yourself. That must have been hard. Jimin? They broke the hug and look at Ecother before looking around them. Jiminy, where are you? Jin called out. Maybe he thought we'll be mad at him for keeping it a secret. If anything, I feel bad for him. Poor Hyunji had to keep this to himself. But what, he thought it like that? We should find him. He mustn't have gone far. Maybe he went outside to get some alone time.
Hyung.
Jin holds both his ears, unable to hear the sound of Jungkook's shout and the echoes following it. He is inside, I can hear him screaming.
Screaming?
He let out a short scream. Hyung. I think he is in pain. Let's go and find him. Mindy, why did you leave? Tae mumbled as he follows the group inside the cave. After 2 minutes of walking,
Hyung, where are you? Hyung, take your car, you guys fine? I'm okay, Hyung. I'm fine, Hyung. Ouch. Hobie, what happened? Nothing, my wing just hit something, nothing else. I can't see a thing. Hyung, we can see you here, give us your hand. Lucky little Satans are blessed with night vision while I got useless wings. You can't say it's useless when it's saved from falling off the falls. Hyung, is that light?
before they could see what was in front of them with the help of light, Jimin popped in front of them, startling everyone badly, specifically Jin, who almost fell back due to the sudden entry. How did you guys find this place? That's our question, Jimin. Tae just hugs Jimin. I hate you so much. Why did you leave like that? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. I heard Layla calling you again from this direction, so I walking in here. Look what I found. That's when finally everyone looks at the place around them. I was about come back and call you guys. We should go there together. All nods as they slowly walked towards the opening way. Am I the only one hearing waves sound? Is there a sea nearby? No way. Jin suddenly takes out the map before he gasps loudly. We are here. Jin suddenly runs in front of them. They were confused, but they just followed him. Once they came out, none of them were able to form a word to speak. Jin runs towards the sea. As he stood in front of it and looks at the direction with his back facing the sea, he gasps, loudly, seeing the forest in front of him. The purple forest. The trees here were either purple or gray. The gray ones didn't look that healthy, while the purple ones looked healthy but dull. Everyone stood behind Jin as they look at the forest in front of them. This is why the map wasn't showing clearly where Layla was, as it only showed us the way to the cave. And no one would be entering in it if they didn't know of its existence. Everything we saw back there was an illusion to stop us from finding this place, but we found it. So we did it. We did. All started dancing in joy.
Yay! Woo! Hooray! We did it!
Now we just need to return this thing to Layla and we'll leave, Hobie said while taking out the heart stone and holding it above him shoulder length. June suddenly stopped dancing. Something is wrong. We feel happy, too much happy. That only means something bad is gonna happen. Chill out, Hyung. Nothing is gonna happen. Even if it did. We got your biceps. Tenji Hyung's powers. Yoongi Hyung's fire. Hobie Hyung's healing power. Jimin Shi's and Jin Hyung's tiny fists.
Yeah.
Soon Jungkook was chased around by Jin and Jimin. What is this, a kindergarten or what? Stop it. Yoongi grumbled, to which Hobie and Tae chuckled. Jun looks at the smile in everyone's face as he sighs while looking at the sea. Nothing should go wrong.
Nothing should go wrong. Right.
To be con.
Wait. It isn't over yet.
Meanwhile,
Back in the forest, a python was restless, looking at its eggs where some of its other eggs went missing. Just then, oh poor creature, come here. The python, almost like it was a dog, went towards him. Jibe kept his hand on its head. Can you smell them? The python nods. Take me to them. Smell your way. Jibe fully hypnotized the python as the python made its way towards a certain direction. All of you will suffer. I'll take my revenge. And I'll make it painful as possible, Jibe said when he found a cave behind the falls. To be continued.
Thank you for watching. See you in next video. Until then, bye darlings.
Okay, bye bye.